Hello and welcome to the Profitable PR Show, where you get big visibility through the power of publicity. I hope you're okay. I do train my clients to listen to the news, to tune into the news, but right now it's fucking difficult to listen to the news, isn't it? I saw a post earlier today on Twitter, somebody else, a fellow PR person, actually saying, how is everybody else managing to listen to the news despite everything that is going on in Ukraine? So I literally this morning, I catch the headlines, hear what's going on, hoping, praying that there's going to be a resolution sometime soon. And then I just put on some meditation music to kind of take me through the day, always being mindful of what is happening in Ukraine and the borders and everybody else. So, my thoughts are with everybody, and I know that thoughts can be powerful, and I know that a comedian took the mickey recently out of the American presidents always going, our thoughts and prayers are with you, but actually I've spoken to somebody else recently, and they said, positive thoughts can get through, hopefully. But if we're all thinking positively about a great outcome, then I really do hope and pray that something will happen. So I wanted to acknowledge what is going on right now in Ukraine, and really hope that something, positive outcome will happen. And what a bloody incredible president. Yeah, amazing. Zelensky, woo, woo, woo. You are incredible, powerful man. I think soon, and where are they? These T-shirts which are going to have, like the Che Guevara head with him kind of like semi-blacked out. Hopefully there's going to be one, and I'm going to be the first person to buy that. But I do want to say, we are running our businesses, and I've got a special masterclass which I'm giving today at 2 p.m, which is to help you get into the press and get into the key publications which will be really helpful in order for you to boost where you want to be seen. For example, I've got this outdoor swimmer magazine. Would you like to get into that? If you want to, then go ahead. I'll help you pitch there. Is it professional beauty magazine? Where is it that you'd like to be seen? And I'd like to help you get in there. I've also got, fabulous magazines, all sorts of magazines. Don't forget, despite all the bad news going on, journalists are still looking for good news stories, for inspirational stories. And as I mentioned in my PR Mastery this morning, there are several mental health experts, okay? And I said to them, if you are a mental health expert, we actually need your help. We need your hints and tips about how to get through our day despite everything going on in Ukraine. So, possibility could be for you to actually write a piece, 5 ways on how to get through the day despite hearing, the cataclysmic news going on right now. I've got another friend I spoke to this morning, and she's meant to be going on a really nice holiday to the Maldives, and she said, I'm actually thinking of cancelling it. I just don't feel right going there. So people are potentially postponing plans, but this woman, she gives so much to society. She's an incredibly hardworking woman who really helps troubled teenagers, and she also needs her respite. So my advice to her was, to go and, to take a nice bit of time out despite everything that is happening. But I'm giving this masterclass today, and it's at 2 p.m. The link is below or above, depending on where the hell it is to be seen. So I'd like to invite you on there, and I will be sharing with you some of my insider secrets on pitching to the press. A killer tip is going to #journo request. So that's a really amazing, powerful tip to keep going to #journo request to see what the journo call outs are. But the only thing is, it's all very well going there and seeing the call outs. But if you are amongst a sea of people pitching at the same time, or you might have missed it, you need to join my masterclass, because I'm going to give you some really good tips on how to actually break through the noise. And actually, I interviewed a journalist, the editor from this publication last week. She was my guest expert inside my PR Mastery. She gave such an amazing killer tip on pitching. Okay, I'm going to share one killer tip with you right now. And basically, the killer tip is when you're sending an email, she said this, and actually a client did it. She watched it and she did it literally this week, and she got a response from the journalist. Now, bearing in mind that journalists receive from 100 to 300 to 500 to 1,000 emails a day, like during the single day, all right? So how the hell do you break through the noise? So the tip was to put an emoji. In fact, that's the one tip. I'm not going to give any more tips because you need to watch my bloody masterclass. Okay, put an emoji in your subject line because that will make you stand out from the crowd. Okay, that's one tip. I've got a load more tips. I mean, I literally interview journalists once a month. And I've been doing that for the past 7 years. So I've got like such a bank of hints and tips from journalists. It's incredible. So join my masterclass. It's starting at 2 p.m. If for any reason you cannot, because you're going for lunch at 2, having a late lunch or whatever, if you can't attend it at 2 p.m., then register and then you'll be able to see my the replay, which we'll be posting up hopefully by tomorrow. And I'm actually going to give you a heads up as well. On this masterclass, I'm going to be sharing at the end, I'm going to be giving an offer to a way to work with me, but the price is going to go up from Sunday. So if you've thought of working with me, if you'd like to get into the press, you've been sitting on the fence and you thought, oh, I don't know, it's not for me, now's the time. I've got a client who was in the Caring Times. She then got picked up by Forbes. She's now going to be a speaker at a major conference in her industry. She's also interviewed by BBC. Oh my God, and the PR snowball, which is what I'll be talking more about within the masterclass, the PR snowball just grows and goes and grows and goes. Okay. Somebody else has got another PR snowball going on right now. Create your own PR snowball. And my question to you is, if you ain't creating your PR snowball, then who in hell's going to do it for you? Unless you're paying an expensive PR agency. But I'm all about doing it yourself so it's affordable and you can do it yourself. I've done it myself. That's how I've learned, because I used to sell berets. Have I got a beret here? No. I used to sell berets, knitwear, alpaca knitwear, and all the rest of it. I got so much press coverage. I had to hand over to PR agencies. And in the end, I actually got better press coverage myself than going through the PR agencies. But hey ho, more of that when you join my masterclass. So join the masterclass at 2 p.m. If you can't join, register. Then you can get my links for the replay. And you'll also be able to see the killer offer, which I'm going to be making at the end of it. And the price will be going up. Okay? That's it. Have a great rest of the day and speak to you very soon. Thank you so much for watching my broadcast.